Yeah, well, I'm trying to consider the correct, the best answer for that. There's a combination of things that are going to happen. That sort of situation is going to change. There will be allowances made for people who really can't. Those who can do something will probably be requested to do something, or they're liable to get hungry. So, yes, there's going to be some changes. The open door welfare food stamp, come and get some of the free government stuff, basically is going to come to a screeching halt. Now, this will not be sudden. It's not going to be all of a sudden you're cut off. It's going to be phased out, because you got to go through these people and find out who can do what, and if somebody can do something, and do we do a deal where one person out of, say, 5 watches the kids while the other 4 work, and then they alternate that. The next day they go to the other person's house. There's a lot of varieties of ways to still maintain a structure and yet be able to be productive.
Yeah, no more pay me just for breathing and because Mama thinks I'm cute and I don't want to work.
I'm talking about the Social Security system that, our elderly have paid into,
Well, that's a little bit different, okay?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, people want to talk about an entitlement. Well, I would suggest to anybody that you are entitled to what you paid for. So my understanding of it, and I've checked with a couple of people, is that according to portions of the plan and agreements with the finance portion of this, is that portion of the population who is using Social Security will continue to be able to have that available. Now, the welfare portion of it is going to be taken out of it. It'll be separated. In other words, people who are really disabled, yeah, they'll take care of them, but it may not require monies to do so. What you have to remember is this is a reset all the way to the basics. So somebody who's just going out there popping out kids so they can get a bigger check, they're going to have a problem. Whether they get sterilized, whether they take all their kids away from them, whether they penalize them for doing so, or require them to make a daycare center out of themselves or something, I don't know what's going to be decided, because most of this comes under legislation. That is going to be up to the people. And this is the big difference between what we have now. You have people in office, and they make their own decisions, irrespective of what we want. This has been proven over and over. So now the people are going to have to make the decision, well, how do we go about this and fix that? And this is why one of the requests I got from one of the principals in all this was that we needed a load of CPAs to figure out the finances. So we also are going to need a load of social experts in order to realign things to where they work correctly. Just that simple.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, guys, we are pretty much out of time here for callers, but I am really honestly looking forward to having Terry with us on Sunday with yet another one of our RUSA exposure programs. And Terry, I'm going to let you kind of give a description of what you're going to be covering on Sunday.
Okay. Well, I've changed my format. I had intended simply to do an update on the latest things happening, which, of course, I will include, but because of some recent absolutely outlandishly false claims on the part of Mr. Turner and a really silly challenge put out towards Drake and myself for a public debate, I would like to say, number one, there's nothing to debate. I don't know what on earth we would debate. It is my position that if the American military considers him irrelevant, who am I to argue? But I have decided instead, he made the statement, and it was a false statement, that he had created some kind of case 10 months ago and invited me and everybody else to put evidence into it against him. And he claimed there's not a single document in that case because they have none. Well, I'm tired of this kind of stuff. So this Sunday, in my words, I will tell the story of what happened in regard with me from the beginning to now. And all of the evidence that I acquired over that year and a half time, documents, emails, recordings, etc., everything that I have access to, we are now working on an area of the website to upload all of that. It will have public access. You will be able to download and read and decide for yourself what it means. There will be no more accusations that we don't have it or we won't share it. I will share it with the world. There is a lot more evidence that I have on 2 failed hard drives, and I don't have one of those enclosure things that I can use to get it off at this point. But I will. Sooner or later, I'll go get the rest of it. There's plenty to keep everybody busy in the meantime. So this Sunday, I will go back to the beginning of my involvement with RUSA, and I will explain everything that happened as we went along over those months and my journey of discovery as to what it was all about, what really is going on, who Mr. Turner is, and what the goals are. And I yield.
All right. Thank you, Terry. I can't wait. I really can't. I'm excited. Drake, you've got about 1 minute if you want to give just a real quick that I want to let everybody know that Eccentric Perception is up next, so please stay tuned. And when we're finished, just go ahead and refresh your screen, and we'll bring up that show. Drake?
Well, Terry's a hard act to follow, and I'll tell you that right now. I've gotten involved with some of the stuff that has going around, and I did some checking with my people who are now the principals that I use, and found out that basically RAP RUSA is an effort to flush out and find as many patriots as is possible so that they can be collected. One little problem with that is that the things that I've been stating are going to take place before that possibility. So you guys are safer than you think, but you're in the wrong group. And by wrong, I mean that which does not flourish is not of God, very simply. Whether somebody likes that or not, I'll let Tim Turner answer that one. He seems to be mouth of the South or whatever. So as far as my being on a call with that man, I wouldn't give the man the validation of talking to him. I tried that once, and the boy would not answer the phone. So that sort of ended our communications, among other reasons. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Drake. And thank you all for being here. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a very blessed day, and please stay tuned for Eccentric Perspective. Thank